3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Puff and Steph back for another day of podcasting. Happy Friday, everybody. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai, right in the price, right in the pike. We are inside the American Shaman PA studios. Have pain, anxiety, can't sleep? Well, you meet with a wellness consultant. American Shaman PA, life is better with the feather. Hempishealth.com. Steph, hey, Friday, what's up?
Happy Friday.
What's going on? Big weekend plans?
Actually, yes. Going to the beach.
What beach?
Atlantic City.
Very nice.
And we got reservations at the Sugar Factory, which you literally have to make reservations for like 3 years in advance.
Wait. What's the Sugar Factory?
An amazing restaurant that has ridiculous desserts. For example, a sundae that can feed like 12 people.
So who's going?
Elizabeth and I, and another friend of ours, Kayla. So Elizabeth and I went last summer with her sister, and we went up to this place, and we were so amateur, like naive, didn't know what we were doing. Went up to the Sugar Factory. We were like, can we get a table for 3? And they were like, our next reservation is in like September. Like they literally are booked because it's such an iconic place on the boardwalk. So we got a reservation this time.
When did you make a reservation though?
A couple weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were lucky to actually be able to get a reservation.
Interesting.
So I'm pretty pumped.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. No,
is
it's
it a weird
deal.
time reservation because you made it kind of late? Is it like 4:15?
2:30 p.m. Literally the last one they had. We're like, we'll take it.
I knew it.
Yep.
Whatever. We'll eat dinner. Is it like a full meal? Is it dinner or is it like just dessert?
So they do have actual food, but the problem is that you don't want to fill up on the food because the dessert is like really why you go.
Okay.
Like you really show up there for the dessert. They have like giant milkshakes that have like legitimate like cupcakes and cookies in them. It is wonderful. So we're going to save up room all day and maybe have room for actual food, but mostly focus on dessert.
Well, I mean, you could also like go eat dessert at your 2:30 reservation and then go to another place at night for dinner.
For actual dinner.
Flip it.
I think we might.
Yeah, whatever. Stopping you. You're a grown adult. You can make your decisions. So remember a few weeks ago, we talked about the Italian artist who sold the invisible statue for $18,000.
Yes.
Now, a Gainesville, Florida artist who says he created invisible sculpture is suing the Italian for profiting off his idea.
Oh my gosh. They're both terrible ideas.
Literally, but it's the same idea.
Right, and it's not anything to be proud of.
He is suing him for creating, quote unquote, the invisible statue, like for plagiarism. Tom Miller insisted his non-existent sculpture called Nothing at Bo Diddley Plaza in 2016. Miller says when he saw the Italian artist's invisible sculpture, what do you mean when he saw? What do you mean? Anyway, he thought that's exactly my idea. And ideas are important in the world, and recognition for those ideas are important. He said, so I simply wanted that attribution, so I contacted him. He dismissed it right away, and then I hired an Italian attorney. He said, living in the internet age, all it would have taken was a simple Google search for the Italian artist to see that nothing had been done before. Miller said all he wants is credit. So he doesn't want money. He wants the Italian artist to say, listen, I didn't create the invisible sculpture. This guy from Gainesville created the invisible sculpture. He deserves all the credit.
This is not an idea that you want to take credit for. You want to push this off on other people. No, it was his idea. It was his stupid idea. Oh my gosh. And he doesn't even want money. He just wants recognition.
No, because what he did was so profound and so like life-changing and earth-shattering that he wants everyone to know that I, Tim Miller. Is that
his name?
Right? Yes.
Is that really his name?
Yeah, I thought I said his name. Yeah, Tom Miller. That I, Tom Miller, am the one who did absolutely nothing and wants credit for it.
Did he just make that name up? Because that sounds like a name that you would make up if you couldn't think of another name.
Tom Miller?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I grew up with like a Steve Miller. And
Basic, yeah.
it's pretty basic. A new study of Americans asked which areas of life they most commonly feel out of their depth while discussing.
Out of their depth?
Yeah, like what makes them like, oh, I know nothing about this.
Like it's over your head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 39% admit they're at a loss when it comes to the latest technologies. 37% feel like they're making it up as they go along about parenting. 24 confess to not really understanding how politics work. 37% say they're clueless in the kitchen. About half say that they fake their way through like a consultation for car repairs. So are any of these out of your depth, Steph?
Car repairs, definitely. And that's fine. I'm not going to try to pretend like I care about things in my car because I just have no idea. The other one that comes to mind is anything to do with like mortgage and taxes and finances and stock markets. Like I just don't get it.
That's tough. And you know what? Like that's kind of stuff that I thought you should probably learn in school. Like what's wrong with taking like adulting, like your senior year, you take an adulting class.
Right.
And they teach you, like, did they ever have a class where they teach you how to write a check when you were in school?
I took an accounting class, but it wasn't even a requirement. So I learned it in that class.
Yes.
But
so they should talk about taxes and doing taxes and filing taxes. Because your senior year of high school, a lot of people have jobs. And a lot of people are actually filing taxes for the first time in their life.
And they should teach you what APR means, okay? Because some of us still don't know what it means.
You know what it means now, right? Or did you forget?
I Googled it the one time when I was driving by a bank and I saw it, but...
Right, and do you remember what it said?
Kind of.
Either you do or you don't. There's no kind of. It's three words.
It's a gray area for me.
There's no gray area.
There's a gray area.
Annual percentage rate.
Yeah. But like, you try to talk to me about the details of what that means, and that's where you lose me. So we need to learn these things in school.
I agree. Learn about credit, how that works.
Right.
What's good, what's bad.
Right.
Because it really, like, yeah, when you're getting to the adulthood, you're like, if I use this credit card and I get declined at Taco Bell on my credit, is that going to hurt my credit? Am I going to have a hit of taco against my credit?
Right. And you get to a certain age where other adults discuss these things with you casually, assuming that you know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And you can't be that person that's like, I don't know what that is. So you just like have to casually go along with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Same.
Yeah, for 401k.
Yep. And stuff.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
W-2 forms and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I 1099'd it. Like, what? I don't think you know what that means.
But you get to that point where you're supposed to know those things. And if you don't, well, it's too late. You got to Google it and figure it out on your own. It's too late.
What would you do if this was you? A deer wandered into a Walmart store in Wisconsin and was tackled by an employee. We've seen those like security films where animals run inside stores and they're always breaking things and scaring people. Well, this guy was like, not on my shift. And he literally tackled a deer and like pinned it to the floor.
Aww.
And then found a way to like get it outside the back door of the Walmart.
The deer wasn't gonna hurt anybody.
The deer can hurt people.
But I don't think they do it intentionally. They're so skittish, they'd probably try to run away from you.
Of course. But think about a Walmart. There's like one way in, one way out. So if the deer gets trapped in the back of the store,
Aww.
I mean,
would panic.
I feel for the deer too, but you know, you got to get it out of the store.
Right.
So he tackled it before it could hurt anybody or really break anything.
What a hero.
Is he a hero?
No.
I mean, I would tell the story for years.
Oh, yeah. Why doesn't anything exciting like that happen when I go to Walmart? To me, it's just like a normal trip to Walmart.
No deer, nothing, not at all. All right, coming up just a couple of minutes, we got that advice column.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
All right, we have an advice column this week from Cara. I'm curious to know what you think about this, actually. Obviously, I've read this. Hey, Puff and Steph. I need to know if I'm in the wrong here. I agree with you guys a lot when you do the advice column, so hopefully you can help me out this time.
Thanks, girl.
So I started dating a guy. Let's call him Rick.
Rick.
You thought Tim Miller was a fake name. Rick. Have you ever met a Rick? I don't know.
I know one. He went to my church when I was younger.
Yeah, Rick.
Nice guy. Good guy.
What's up,
Hard
Rick? I know
worker.
you listening. Anyway, I started dating this guy. Let's call him Rick. Around late February. Things were going pretty well. We kept it casual for the first couple months or so, and then we got a little bit more serious. We met each other's families. We went on a couple weekend getaways together. It was nice. We were both working from home at the time, and we got to see each other a lot. It was definitely a fun, interesting situation. Well, all that changed when we both had to go back to work full time. About 2 weeks apart, Rick and I went back to the office. We saw each other a lot less, and things started to fall apart. I had to go away for a week on a business trip, and then he had to go out of state for a family situation. We didn't see each other for about 3 weeks. It was rough at first, but then I realized something. I really didn't miss him.
Oh.
I know that might sound harsh, but at this point in our relationship, I'm not missing him. If I'm not missing him after not seeing him for 3 weeks, then there's a problem. After much thought and talk with my best friends, I decided to end things with him. He just wasn't the one.
Hey, if you don't feel like that,
Right.
you gotta follow it.
Now, I'm a big believer in just ending things quickly. Rip the Band-Aid off, no need to drag things out. So I sent Rick a text and told him my thoughts. He was not happy. He immediately called me and I didn't answer. I told him I wanted to tell him. I told him what I wanted to tell him, and that's that. In my mind, there's nothing else to talk about. When I told my friends, they all ganged up on me and said that I was 100% wrong for dumping him over text. They said after 4 months, the least I could do was talk to him on the phone. Most of them said I should have done it in person. I don't agree. I really don't owe him anything. We had fun. He wasn't the one. We can both move on now. Why sit there and have a conversation when I've already made up my mind? It would just be a waste of time. Are my friends right? Because I don't get why they're upset here. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Cara.
I've been there.
You've been in this situation.
Similar.
Okay.
But it was over the phone. It was like talking on the phone.
Uh-huh.
And my reasoning for not doing it in person, which some people gave me a hard time for at the time, was because, like she said, I had made up my mind. I knew what I wanted to do. And for me, seeing him in person at that point would have made it harder. And I didn't want to do that. I knew what I needed to do.
Make it harder on you?
Yeah, just in general. Just have to see each other. So in some situations, I do think that you have to be selfish and look out for yourself. If you know it's not right and you want to get out of it and you're doing it the best way that you think for yourself, I kind of see where she's coming from. But the text is harsh. That's a little harsh. So how long were they together? A couple months?
4 months.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I have mixed feelings because I get where she's coming from.
So this kind of happened to me, kind of. I've seen a girl, obviously not recently. I was seeing a girl years and years ago, and she kind of ghosted me for a couple weeks, and I was like, what the heck's going on? And then out of the blue, she texted me and said that she doesn't think she can see me anymore. And I was like, what the heck? You know, like, I don't understand what I did and why she was saying those things. She was very, 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 like, vague. And just, it hurt. You know, I think it was like 2 months-ish we were seeing each other. But while thinking about that story, after reading this, I thought about the time that I did this. I broke up over text. Was it over text? No. I broke up over AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh, no. Puff, that's even worse.
Is it worse than text?
Yes.
How?
What did you type? Sup. It over. Like Instant Messenger is so abbreviated.
How is it any different than text messaging?
It is different than texting.
How is AOL Instant Messenger is it not
texting
text
has evolved. AOL Instant Messenger, like, that's old school.
All right, so anyway, we just gotten into a fight. I knew I was going to break up with her. This was in college. And she's like, I want to call you. And I go, no, I don't want to talk to you. I want to call you. I said, we'll talk tomorrow. She's like, let's talk now. And I said, no. This is all over Instant Messenger. And then she's like, I said, we'll talk tomorrow. She's like, what do you want to talk about? I said, we'll talk tomorrow. She's like, no, let's talk now. What? And she goaded it out of me. So I was like, fine, or whatever. I don't think we're meant to be together. You know, like, this isn't working for me. And then she goes, how dare you break up with me over instant message? And I'm like, you told me that's what you wanted me to do.
Okay, but in her defense, that is the worst, to be like, I need to talk to you about something. We'll talk tomorrow. I would have lost my mind, too. You don't want to wait to find out what they want to talk about. That's killer.
And then we had away message fights.
No.
Where, like, she was like, blah, 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 like dogging me over her away message, and I respond over away message, and she responds over her away message. It was so dumb. It was so dumb.
Yep.
It was so dumb.
Back in the AOL days.
I was a kid.
Right.
So, yeah. So, when it comes to this, 4 months, and let's just say 2 of them were pretty serious. We'll even say 1.5. Give Cara the benefit of the doubt. I think you owe him at least a phone call. Because you made this decision without him, right? It's nothing he did. He didn't cheat on you. He wasn't mean to you.
Doesn't sound like it, yeah.
Right. She didn't say anything bad about him. It was a decision she made up. It was her feeling. And I think you owe it to him, because obviously you did have some good times together. I think you owe it to him to be like, hey, can we talk? And if it's over the phone, it's over the phone. But I think over the phone is at least better than a text message. Like, hey, I don't think we should be together anymore. Frowny face emoji.
Sad gif.
Right. Like, I don't.
It's rough.
I think, Cara, I appreciate you listening, and I hope what I'm about to say is not going to make you not listen. I think it was a little immature. And I think Steph agrees, but she doesn't want to be mean.
I don't think immature is the word. To me, breakups are just so hard, and different people need to handle them differently. And maybe it's not the right way, maybe it is.
Selfish. It was very selfish and immature.
Right. And, you know, there are people who just in those situations think they need to be selfish because that's what they need to do.
If it was a toxic relationship where he made her feel like garbage, which she said none of that here.
True. No, you're right.
Then she doesn't owe him anything. But I'm sorry, like, you were, at 4 months of a relationship, you're like sitting on that I love you line for a lot of people. You know what I mean? You're sitting on that, like, It started as casual, and it meant something to you to make it more serious and probably exclusive. So, like, you're 2 months into a really intense relationship. I Love You's coming out at some point soon. So, maybe he was almost there.
Maybe he already said it. A lot of people say it sooner than that.
Sure, absolutely.
So, and that's harsh if it's to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at least a phone call. I do understand not wanting to meet up with him in person because, like I said, I've been there, and that can make it harder, and they might try to talk you out of it. And if you have your mind made up, that's it. But I think a phone call is a good line.
Yeah, I think it was immature. I think Cara, I don't know how old you are. I appreciate you listening, but you got to grow up a little bit. There's certain things you do as an adult, and if you're in a relationship with someone and he didn't wrong you, and it's something you made up on your own without even talking to him and seeing where his head was at, I think at least say, like, hey, this is my thoughts. It's not going to change. It has nothing to do with what you did. I'm not. And unfortunately, that's part of being an adult, is having those breakups. Like we've said on the show a million times, the majority of relationships fail.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that, and you have to be an adult. And I don't think Cara was much of an adult here.
Breakups are tough. I feel for both of them.
All right, coming up. Yeah, this is a nightmare. Yeah.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Okay, so my problem with the ocean is what?
Sharks.
Yeah, okay. Now, you shouldn't even go around the ocean.
In the sand?
Above the ocean. Check this out. A guy in a resort in the Red Sea was parasailing off the coast of Aqaba? Never heard of that. It's in Jordan, apparently. When a shark leapt out of the water and bit him on the foot.
No.
A video shows a 37-year-old man doing a tandem parasail, hanging under a parachute with another man in a harness next to him. They're hovering above the water when the shark suddenly emerges and chomps on his leg. He sustained serious injuries and was rushed to a hospital where medics operated on his right foot, including broken bones, severed tendons, and severed and torn muscles. They don't know what kind of shark it was that was responsible for the attack. The International Dive Center in Jordan told local media that the attacks by sharks are altogether, hold on, they're very, very, very rare. That's what he said. He said, shark attacks are rare. Don't worry. Come here. Spend your money. Touristy stuff.
Lies.
This is, okay, so I like watching cheesy sci-fi channel movies like Sharknado and things like that. But they had one that was called like Megalodon versus Super Octopus or something like that.
Yes.
And there was like, it was like 100-foot shark. And there was a plane flying really high in the sky. Like thousands of feet in the sky. And you just saw this shark jump out of the water and take the plane down from thousands of feet. It was
Happens all the time.
Yeah, no, it was so dumb. And I know that. Like, I'm not afraid of flying over water, okay? But you're not safe. Like, I can't go in the water. There's sharks in there. Well, at least we go parasailing. Oh, that could be fun. Like, I'm flying a little bit. That's fun. Nope, you're not safe.
You're never safe. You're like laying on the beach tanning, and they jump out towards
I'm
you.
just telling you, like, everyone laughs at my two biggest fears. Shark attack when I least expect it, and snake in my toilet. Like, those are my two biggest fears.
Snake in the toilet makes the top 2?
I think so.
Huh.
Yeah, like
That's fair.
Like you open up because that happens.
Yeah, I've seen stories like
that. It just
that.
happened, I think, last week actually. You open up the toilet bowl and there's a shark.
Yeah.
A shark. Nope. Snake.
Yeah, that's
Snake.
terrifying.
Shark would be probably impossible.
Right. Hopefully. I hope so.
Did you hear about Puff? No. He was attacked by a shark. Oh my God, he's supposed to stay away from the ocean. It was in his bathroom.
Hey,
He was taking a bath that came out of nowhere.
if you're in Australia,
There was, a stupid sci-fi movie called Ghost Shark, where wherever there was water, this ghost shark could appear and eat you. So he was coming out of puddles.
oh my God.
It was so fantastic.
So corny.
And Sci-Fi Channel was amazing because obviously they know that these are ridiculous movies. So what they would do is put up like a live tweet bar underneath where you could like see what people are tweeting and stuff.
yeah.
It was brilliant. They're brilliant. They're brilliant over there. They know what they are. They know. All right, time to stump Steph. According to a recent survey, only 6% of people do this every day. Only 6% of people do this every day.
Is it something you should do often?
I think it depends who you are.
Is it hygiene related?
I wouldn't say that, no.
Is it something you do at home?
Yes.
In what room of the house?
Oh, that'll give it away. I think.
Bathroom?
No.
Kitchen?
No.
Bedroom?
Yes. Only 6% of people do this every day.
Is it like good for your health?
No, I don't think so.
Something you're doing in the bedroom. Oh, wash their sheets.
No. Every day?
Well,
That is psychotic.
yeah. I don't know
No.
who has the time for that, but
No.
something you're doing that wouldn't have given it away because I still don't know.
Okay, true. But you were close with one of your answers.
Which one?
The sheets. one.
Okay. 6% of people. Is it gross?
No.
Like changing their underwear? Like
I said you're close with sheets.
cleaning their sheets. So like doing laundry?
No. No, now you're colder.
Does it have to do with the bed?
Yes. Now at this point you need to get it. 6% of people, only 6% of people do this every day. It involves their bed.
It's not changing their sheets.
No. What do you do with your bed?
Flip their mattress.
Every day. No. You're going to kick yourself. It's so obvious. What are you supposed to do with your bed? What are you supposed to do with your bed?
Sleep in it?
Only 6% of people sleep in their bed.
I know,
every day.
I'm like, that can't be it. Like,
Maybe you think this number is supposed to be higher because you do it, but I don't know if you do it. I don't do it. My wife doesn't do it. Sometimes.
oh, make their bed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's simple.
I go through phases where I talk myself out of it. I'm like, what's the point? It'll save me 30 seconds when I'm ready to get back in it.
9 out of 10 people would like their coworkers to do this. What is this? This is especially true now, or in the what we've gone through.
30% would like their coworkers to do this.
9 out of 10 people. I don't know what you got 30% from. 9 out of 10 people would like their coworkers to do this. Again, with everything the world just went through.
Can their coworkers do this through Zoom?
They would do this. They would work through Zoom. I just gave it away.
Work from home.
When?
All the time.
No.
Work from home sometimes.
When their coworkers are
working from home.
No.
I don't understand.
They want their their coworkers.
I have to admit, I don't understand the question.
they want 9 out of 10 want their coworkers to do this.
And it has to do with working from home?
It could be. They want them to do something that could lead them to work from home. If you see someone at the office and they're feeling a certain way and you're like, why are you here?
Oh, stay home if they're sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I basically gave you that one. That's okay.
I needed it. Thank
Whatever.
you.
All right, that's a rough one. That was a rough one. We'll try to do better on Monday. Try to do better. All right, everyone, have a fantastic weekend. Steph, enjoy your trip.
Yeah, after you just told me about sharks and parasailing, thank you.
Don't go parasailing. Were you planning on going parasailing?
No, but it does sound fun. But not anymore.
Maybe we'll leap out of the water and get you. All right. Next week, we could be looking for a new co-host. We will see you guys later. Bye.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.